still hear Eminem. Yeah, I gotta stop trying to do hard stuff on a broken mixer. That's I just need to go buy a new mixer is what needs to happen. What's going on, everyone? Gonna be a pretty quick and easy day today. It wasn't a terrible sales day dollar wise, but not a lot of items going out, which is actually kind of ideal. Had some good dollar amount sales, and that's the best. Good money, less work. And my first box showed up from my trip, so we'll do a little like haul video portion of this thing as we kind of get through it. Let's see here. Got some postcards going out first. Not a ton. Pretty light on the postcards today, actually. And looking over Popeye's What Sold video, maybe it's not just me. What's up, Don? Squirrel. So yeah, I'll show you what I picked up on my trip. The second box I think should be arriving today, but that's just DVDs. You guys know what DVDs are, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see here. Sold another card on Pirate Ship. I'm actually have already covered my Pirate Ship bill for the month. All right, let's take a look here. The other thing might be here today or tomorrow. I don't know. All right. Got all these. Confirm and pay. That first track was Fort Knox 5. And the acapella, I can normally do better overlaying on that, but didn't work out. I was upset. Got frustrated in the mix. You never want that to happen. I'm playing a prom on June 1st, like a real legit high school prom. So I need to pick up my mixer before that. All right. I don't think I've DJ'd a prom in 4 years, 5 years maybe. Been a while. The last prom I DJ'd was in Federal Way, Washington, which is on the south end of Seattle, in between Seattle and Tacoma. And I don't want to say, like, it's a very mixed culture environment is probably the best way for me to say it. Not terribly affluent. And was a huge high school. And it was really, really interesting. So I went in there and they're like, okay, nothing with swear words. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then like, you know, a couple of other things. They had like some stuff they wanted me to play, which is I always ask for that because I want to make sure, you know, they're getting what they want. And then so the thing starts. I start DJing, lights drop. There is, in the middle of the gymnasium floor, is like a best way to call it is a corral of velvet ropes in the middle. It makes a big ring. Music starts playing. Teenagers all rush into the velvet ropes and just like start grinding. Like, and all the chaperones basically circle the corral with flashlights and like breaking it up and making them leave 12 inches for Jesus. It was, holy crap. It was weird. Like, I've seen grinding on a dance floor. I know that, teenagers are little hormone producing machines, so that all checks out. But the corral thing with all the flashlights and the circling and like, that was just weird. Like, but this one that I'm doing is like a charter school kind of thing. There's like 100 kids in the class, and they decided to do the prom on a whatever June 1st is. It's a Wednesday. They're doing the prom on a Wednesday at like 6 p.m. Because these are all like, smarty pants kids who, got to get their sleep in before school the next day. They actually did it so they could save money, which is cool too, but still, like, I never went to prom myself. Although one of my Burning Man camps that I was with for many years, the camp was called Flight to Mars, and it was named after a super cheesy haunted house ride at the Fun Forest in Seattle. And the Fun Forest is this like janky pseudo amusement park in downtown Seattle, right under the Space Needle. Basically, it just reusing the site of the Seattle World's Fair. And I grew up with this place. Anybody who grew up in Seattle in the 80s and 90s knows this place. And if you grew up in that area during the 80s and 90s, you know what Flight to Mars is. So our Burning Man camp was basically a sort of recreation, in a way, of that particular ride. It wasn't an actual ride, but we redid the facade. It was actually pretty cool. If you Google Flight to Mars Burning Man, you can probably see a bunch of the stuff about it. Anyways, one of the ways that we would do fundraisers is we would throw parties, and annually we would do a prom, and every year the prom would get a different theme. So I think the first one was just prom. The next one was I don't remember the order, but there was one called promiscuity. There was one called and then they started getting a little weirder. We did Promageddon, which was end of the world theme. Pompeii, similar but slightly different. And that one had like a actual miniature city that we destroyed. Promunism, which was a communist theme prom party. That one was a lot of fun. And I think there was like a space theme one, and then some other one. So yeah, those were the only proms that I ever went to, and I DJ'd most of them. Oops. Oh, yep. Oops. All right, we'll just reprint that one. Oh yeah, so the whole like it's a Christian thing. The 12 inches for Jesus. It's like you kids can't slow dance too close. They've got to leave 12 inches for Jesus in between them. It sounds dirty too. You're right. All right, postcards done except for one. Be right back. Mm-mm. Yeah, I enjoy playing proms and weddings. Weddings are a lot of fun. Weddings, you basically can get like, you get a little bit of a list from the couple on what they want to play, and then after that, it's like it's shooting fish in a barrel. Everyone's there to have a good time. Everybody dances. It's like it's not even a challenge. All you got to do is not fuck it up. I've probably DJ'd, I don't know, 20 weddings, 25 weddings. And it's way better, I think, to have a mixed DJ versus somebody who just is like basically, a human iPod. Hi, Buster. Getting freaky with Jesus. Yeah, so this prom that I'm DJing, it's actually all the people who I used to throw parties with are basically putting together this prom for the kids. Because it's a good friend of mine's kid who's graduate or whatever, whose prom it is. So, I mean, these kids are going to get a pretty damn kick-ass prom from people who know how to throw proms. I'm busy. Hi, Buster. You want to say hi to the peeps? Come on. Hello. I want to see the beans. Show them the beans. Show it to them. Show them the beans. Show them. Show There they are. There's the beans. Oh. All right. Now that postcards are out of the way, there's only like 7 or 8 other things to ship. It looks like we had an order come in. I'll put this one up on the screen. Sold a lot of 19 Well, that sucked. My internet just totally took a dump. So where were we? Oh, yeah, slides. So moving right along. That there is, does anyone know the name of that ship? It was 19 Disney slides from the 1960s. Does anybody know the name of that pirate ship? You should. It's a frickin' bolo for anything. Postcards, slides, photographs. Yep, nailed it. Chicken of the Sea. Disney cross-branding at its best. So yeah, there's 12. There's Dumbo. There's 20,000 Leagues. There's Chicken of the Sea. Space Mountain. Adventureland. Looks like Big Thunder Railroad. Old Tomorrowland. There's the entrance. Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse before they killed it and turned it into the stupidest thing ever. Freaking Tarzan Treehouse. Does anyone remember back in the day at Disneyland, if you were like waiting in line for, I think it was the Jungle Cruise. If you're waiting in line for the Jungle Cruise, you'd end up standing next to the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse forever, and you'd have to listen to that stupid song on loop. Oh God, what was it? It was the song where they're dancing. This one. Hold on one second. Give me Buster. All right. Oh, let's see if I can find it. So does anybody also know, here's another, speaking of Swiss Family Robinson, little hint, not hint, but little known fact, that there was a 1970s version of Swiss Family Robinson that had Helen Hunt in it. All right, let me see if I can find it here. Also, Swiss Family Robinson, excellent use of the Wilhelm scream. And also, like one of the funniest pirate things ever. You send girl over. You hear? Pretty great. All right. Oh, why can't I find it? Oh, here it is. Boom. All right, found it.
There was fans.
Just on loop forever.
There was fans.
So yeah, you'd be waiting for the damn Jungle Cruise so you could see the eighth wonder of the world, the backside of water, and be subjected to just that forever. What's up, Amy? Does that ring a bell? Am I the only one who remembers this? Or am I in like Mandela effect zone here? Also, I haven't been to Disneyland in I think 5 years, and I am jonesing for some Dole Whip like it's nobody's business. If you know what Dole Whip is, you know what I'm talking about. There's only 2 places on the planet where you can buy Dole Whip. Sup, Sal? You had Dole Whip in Hawaii? Oh, well, yeah, Hawaii. Sorry. 3 places. Dole Whip is the most magical substance on the planet. Yep, Disney World, Disneyland, and Disney Resort in Hawaii is correct. I assume probably like maybe on the Disney cruise ship as well. And it's the place where you get it at Disneyland and at Disney World is the exact same location. It's right outside of the Tiki Room. Which, frankly, I'm a little surprised that they haven't canceled the Tiki Room just yet. There's some pretty problematic racist birds in the Tiki Room. The magic, exactly. Man, I want some Dole Whip. All right. It's already wrapped up, so I'm going to show this one on screen here. This has been in the store for a little while, not too long. It's a little carved ceramic owl. Signed by, I don't know who. Oh, it actually, I do know. Artesiana Rinko. Which is what that is. So yeah, cute little owl. I had it up for a while. It was up at 35. Somebody offered 20. I countered at 25, and they took it. So perfectly happy with that. more little thing around it. Yeah, I think this has probably been in the store for a year and a half-ish. Maybe 2 years. I honestly don't know. But, you know, owls. You can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can. $25 for a 3-inch owl. You can't believe it. Don't even pretend like you can believe it, because I know you can't believe it. All right. So speaking of can't believe it, I sold this thing. Did I leave it downstairs? I left it downstairs. I can't believe it. I'll be right back. I need to pull this other thing that sold real quick anyways. I'll be right back. This is a 19 something. What year was it? 1897. Rand McNally and Company pocket map and shipper's guide for Washington State. Pretty neat item. I think probably be better to put it on screen, maybe. No. But it's got a fold-out map in here from 1897, as you can see. And it's got basically like, you know, little catalog of reference for stuff somebody might need to know for shipping and traveling through Washington State in 1897. Had it up probably about a year, and maybe a little more than a year. It was up for $122.95, on sale for $110. Got an offer for $100 even, and yeah, took an offer for $100, and it sold. Can you believe it? Pretty nice sale. How did I say I was sending this? Priorita. Cool. Dawn's here somewhere. Aunt Jemima stuff. Yeah, if you want to, I have a feeling, unless it's an unusual Aunt Jemima item, that the museum probably wouldn't want it, but all right, sold this here kid Speedo thing. Speedo, what are they? Floaties? Floaties. And they sold for $7.15. You go first class? You're going first class. You know it. Yeah. Screw it. They're floaties. There ain't nothing going to happen to these things. I'm just going to put them in this and call it a day. Sold some Skylanders. These were listed, but the photos on them, the listing was terrible. I'm like, it's never going to sell like this. So I took it down. I did a new listing, and it sold for $10 plus ship. So barely worth the effort. How's it gonna go? It's gonna go first class. But this was actually in a lot with some other stuff for less than $10. So I actually will have made more than it would have made. Or I made more than it would have made, I should say. If I'm using proper grammar, which happens sometimes. That makes a lot more sense. So I've been in discussion with the local collector I've been working with for the past year, and I actually think he's got his like personal stuff that he's still been holding back, and it sounds like he's ready to let it go. And I'm thinking I might be bringing a portion of that to Whatnot, which is I've got to test the waters first. There's some stuff that's really good in there, though. It may take some time to like build the collector market on Whatnot versus just other resellers. And I think that'll come with getting more sellers selling postcards on Whatnot. So you gotta give time for the word to get out. This is a Ice Follies official program from 1944. So World War II era. It's got a lot of like victory propaganda. Make 'em roar. Not terribly uncommon piece. There was a lot of stuff like during World War II. People really needed diversion, and you can see, the sort of like fantastic, over the top sort of big production things. They needed it for escape, right? Like they needed to escape the stresses of war and life, and America really had just come out of the Depression, so that was fresh in everybody's memory. So things like the Ice Follies and really like movies at the time really were. If you look at movies of the early to mid, really of that era. I mean, there's exceptions and let's see here. I feel like you can do a little more than that. Singing in the Rain is a really good sort of example of, the movie studios really doing, what they could to create these huge production numbers where people could just sort of escape into the movie. And then there were things like the Ice Follies and other big shows that would travel the country to give people an escape from their stressful lives and forget for a minute that all their children and loved ones were half a world away fighting a war that was really a war for, the planet's survival. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked by how well I knew that Popeye was going to do great on Whatnot. I mean, people were going to turn out in droves to support, especially that first effort. It'll be interesting to see what happens from here, right? Yeah. I mean, there's that for sure. I mean, I saw that that drop between my first and second YouTube auction pretty significantly. And I mean, not that I'm upset about it or anything, but also like, there's people get auction fatigue, and there's only pockets only run so deep. So the thing is there's got to be more people who are buying on the platform. Otherwise, it's it's the human centipede of inventory, right? Which is the thing that I'm most skeptical of. All right, next. Sold a Laserdisc and a record. Hi, Buster. Hi. Buster decided that this morning was going to be a fun time to play Bite Matt's Toes. And Matt was not enjoying the game at all. He gets in this like mood where he's like, all right, it's gonna be bite the toes kind of morning, and I can't I'll walk anywhere and he'll come run and just start trying to bite my toes. It's not enjoyable. So yes, I know where this is going. Bite the toes, bite the nose. Yeah, I get it. Oh, by the way, this was Waterworld. Kevin Costner's second worst post-apocalyptic movie. Arguably the worst, to be fair. Both of his post-apocalyptic movies are pretty bad. Although the other one has a very strange cameo from Tom Petty. So there's that. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, and that is a excellent way. It's less work, right? All right, so we're on our last item to ship. And then we'll do a quick little haul thing and then be done. The last thing that sold is Herb Albert's Greatest Hits. This is near mint in the shrink, and it still took like 2 years to sell. I probably would not normally list this, but it was in such good condition that I was like, okay, somebody's going to want a really good condition of Herb Albert's Greatest Hits. The only one I really can recommend picking up for resale with pretty like easy regularity is Whipped Cream and Other Delights. Whipped Cream and Other Delights used to be like the like junky. You see it at every thrift store you go to. But in the past decade, it's become pretty popular and is a very quick seller. I don't think if you find a good copy of Whipped Cream and Other Delights, it's easy $10 record, possibly more. I believe the mobile, the MFSL version of it, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab, the audiophile version of it, is very expensive. Mississippi. Mississippi pre-chrome. Or even better, pre-linen. Hi. Yep, you're being a jerk. All right, I'll be right back. There's what I shipped back to me. Let me just get this covered up before anybody gets any ideas. All right. Let's see. This is basically a day of yard sailing. I think it's just the one day of yard sales I went to. Spent about $100 total all day, and the box cost me $35 to ship back to myself. And I think there was there a thrift shop? There was a thrift shop somewhere in here. Picked up this audiophile demonstration record. I think I paid 25 cents for it.
You missed just that one.
Sorry, I was just catching up on the thing there. Just some new in package RCA cables. These were part of a bundle deal. All the $40 bundle deal is what we'll call it. That was in the $40 bundle deal. This goes to. This is my clothing that I was using as padding. Picked up this. I forget the name of these instruments. Somebody else can probably tell me. I can't remember the name, but it's in good condition. And it's missing the little paddles, or what do you call them? Mallets, but I can buy them. Part of the $40 bundle deal. Nice little Vernco bottle opener, wood handle, like mid-century thing. This came from thrift shop. I paid, I think it was half off day, so I paid $1 for it. That stuff's super easy. Those are there. Bought a little like guitar mini amp, and there's some straps and cables that came along with it. That's what all that is. All right, this is all part of the $40 deal here. I don't know why I can't stay away from these Stanley thermoses, but it's true. Nice Shakespeare 2510 reel. This was part of the $40 deal. Another Stanley thermos. I got a problem, guys. This one's cool. This is a Trudeau Thermos. I'm going to keep this one. It's pretty cool. You've got dulcimer. Thank you. Oh, it might be a zither. I can't remember. It's got actually two sides, and each side comes off, and you can use as a cup, and they're like decent size. So you could do like a cocktail in one of these where you got your mixer in one side and the thing in the other side, and then two decent sized cups. These were all part of the $40 deal. Oh, here's the little tool that goes with the zither or whatever it is. There's a couple of them. Little Ultra Pro Magic the Gathering leather case. I've sold these before. They're not like big money. They're a couple of bucks, but they sell. That was part of the $40 deal. Bought this at a thrift shop for 25 cents. It's a 1995 Far Side mug. I'll probably keep this one because it basically says, "Well, Fluffy, you've clawed the furniture for the last time. I'll not tolerate that behavior any longer." And then what the cat hears is that. So that's a keeper. Bought a Loot Crate thing, and the reason why I got it was, first of all, I mean, come on. It had a little replica hoverboard. Which I think is just super cool. I'm going to sell it, but I like it. I'm going to sell it, but I don't necessarily want to sell it. No. And then also in that Loot Crate was a Doctor Who Sonic Spork. Does it make sounds? No. It's just a spork. Sonic Spork. So that was part of the $40 deal. These things, they're both like 10, 15 bucks each, but the sell-through is really good. So, I mean, on the $40 deal, I'll probably make most of my money back on these two things. Got a couple of other fishing reels. These are old school Cook's Premier Model CP. And they don't seem to be frozen, which is good. So got those in the $40 deal. I forget the name of the artist who did these things. There's a little bit of a... I might be able to fix it. These things, the bird people. I figured anthropomorphic something probably do just great. They were... I forget the name. Anyways, there's a label on the bottom. But those were in the $40 deal. Bunch of Moen fixtures. Brand new fixtures. That's no-brainer stuff. Super easy list. Oh, another thermos. also in the $40 deal. Super nice Schrade Shroud Old Timer with the sheath. The Shroud 152. I mean, throw that in with the Loot Crate stuff, and there's my money back on 3 listings that'll sell pretty quick. More, there's a Flint Vanadium wood handle, another Vernco ice cream paddle, and Flint Vanadium steak knife set. Gotta fix up the handles on those, but still, those will do great. Oh, there's the other little mini speaker thing. I normally don't do this stuff, the decanters. I try not to, but this one is the sales on them are pretty good. And these actually, the decanters nowadays, like, they're sort of having a bit of a revival. The right ones will sell very well. This one is a stock ticker. So if you look up the Ezra Brooks stock ticker bottle, that one does okay. I think that was in the $40 deal as well. Vintage Christmas tree stand, also in the deal. Here's the tool for the thing. Some more fixtures, brand new. Nice little Maglite Mini. Oh, these are postcards from the antique mall I went to. These were like not the best ones that I sorted out. The better ones I brought home with me in my bag. And then we got some more fixtures and knobs and things. So pretty much, I guess all of this was from the $40 sale. And then everything else I have is from the antique mall and in the other box coming home, which is pretty much mostly DVDs. So, not too bad. I mean, it cost after shipping, it's gonna be more like $60-$70 all in. 40, 60, 70, 70, 80 all in, I think. But I think I'll do okay. Either I'll do okay or it'll end up being very good. I don't know. Well, I'll let you all know. I'm going to be drafting that stuff all up today. Damn, Kelly. Nice. Yeah, I'm still going through the album that I bought yesterday, or bought just before I left town. So that's the listing value on that. I'm just over 1,000 at the moment, and then waiting for everything else. What the hell is this? I got a message from eBay in German. It looks like 2 of my German listings for postcards got taken down. Whatever. So that's it, everybody. I will be back tomorrow doing some more shipping, assuming some things sell. They usually do, though. So until then, hope you all have a great day. We might start a little bit early tomorrow. If the weather gets better, I'm going to try to hit some garage sales in my area. And if there looks like something good, I'll probably be starting on the earlier side. So just want to give a heads up. So peace out. Bye.